Brought to you by Sasquatch Afterbirth.
What the hell is even that?
Someone tipped $2 talking about post-nasal drip. Yes, I still have it. You don't hear it that much because I mute it. Like, no exaggeration, you probably haven't heard me snort on a stream in a while because I have this. See? You can't hear it when I do it. I mute it. I'm trying to mute throat clears. I'm trying to mute snorts, all that stuff, so that it doesn't come out in the content. All right? And I hope that my content has been sounding a lot better now that I can do this easily. Very, very useful. Like I said, this Rolling Bridge cast, like night and day. It's great stuff. So, yes, I still have it. It still bothers me, but I tried to mute it so you don't really hear it anymore. Can I mute the lip smacks? No, because the lip smacks are not prominent and aren't too bad. I know because I've listened back to my own shows and podcasts listening for it, and I do hear them, but they're not terrible. The lip smacks are happening because I changed the technology I use for my microphone. Okay, it used to be the microphone would mute certain sounds up to a certain level. It would try to isolate voice and mute all the sound around it. Now what the microphone does, it just has everything at a low level and it tries to heighten the level of the voice. It's the opposite technology, and this is the new thing that everyone is using.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, it's the new technology that's just the thing that they're going to perfect. It's going to become better over time, for the record. Okay, it is. So as I use this technology, it's going to sound different. So I started using this Rolling Bridge cast, and you're going to hear a little bit of smacking of my lips or whatever, and that's fine. It's okay. It's not actually that distracting or annoying. I know because I've listened back. It's only those who are obsessive people who, can't stop focusing on things that would notice it more than others. More normal people would just hear it every once in a while, be like, it's not a big deal. The meme is not the reality, but the meme is what's prominent. So everyone knows Darkside Phil, the meme, for various different reasons on the internet, but no one bothers to check out the content, so no one knows the truth behind the meme, which is that most of the memes aren't real. They're just gross exaggerations or things that don't exist anymore, but they wouldn't know that if they don't actually check out the content. Like, if you watch a Detractor clip of me, they're still saying the entire stream Phil begs to hit his goal. There's no goal. I only do a call to action a few times a stream. I'm okay if a stream doesn't hit the arbitrary amount that used to be my goal. None of this is a big deal. All you got to do is tune into the content to find that out, but no one will do that. Instead, they just want to watch the out-of-context Detractor clip that edits things together to make it seem like that's the case when it's not.
Oh, really?
All right, so FYI, we're going to end the morning show in just a minute. Then I'm going to go grab a coffee, and we're going to get set up for Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Guys, can we get some early support for Dragon Quest right now? Let's go. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some memberships. Let's get some kicks. Let's get some subs. And let's get some tips right now for the return of Dragon Quest VII. When I wasn't playing it, people were coming by saying, where is it? And I said, sorry, we're focusing on Resident Evil this week. Okay? Let's get through this game, play a lot this week, so we can get back to our regularly scheduled stuff next week. We're there. We made it. So now let's go. Let's get the support going for the turn-based RPG fun today. For the record, guys, I haven't mentioned this almost at all. I don't think I even did. So the morning show I like doing, but I don't really have anything for it. Like, I don't have any intro for it. I don't have music for it, outro, nothing. If anyone ever wanted to work on something like that, I'm willing to look at submissions. If someone wanted to say, hey, I got some stuff I could throw together and would be cool on your morning show. Like right now I have intros, outros for the podcast, but I haven't had anything for the morning show, and I don't have the ability to make it myself. So if anyone's interested, have at it. I'd be willing to take a look at submissions, and thank you in advance to anyone who does. Not saying that I need it or anything. I think the morning show's fine without it, but I'm just throwing that out there. Okay?
Okay.
Well, I certainly hope that we can get some people back for this playthrough. I'm nervous. We were doing good. We really were. The playthrough had actually gotten a good following of people who were here to chill and support it. And then we didn't play it for a week and a half, and there's not much that could be done. A big high-profile new release came out. Everyone wanted me to focus on that release. So I did. Oh, it looks like my capture device malfunctioned. That's great. I might have to restart it. We'll see. Nope, it worked. This must have had an issue. I don't know. So it is what it is. You know, we played Resident Evil. Everyone loved the fact that I played it as much as I did. I feel like if I hadn't focused on it the way that I did, people would have been very disappointed. So I'm glad that we did as much of it as we did, and we beat it in a week. But that meant that games like Hollow Knight and Dragon Quest had to wait. Sorry. People were like, oh, the music's too loud. You're right. It wasn't even supposed to be on. I forgot to pause it. Okay. So now, we're coming back. And I'm hoping that we will have some attention on it and people will chill and hang out. Hello, everyone. Wow. Welcome back. It's been a bit. And what I mean by that is, it's been about 2 weeks since we last played Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. The reason for the delay is that a huge, high-profile release in Resident Evil Requiem came out. Of course, everyone wanted to see me play the hot new game, and we opted to try to beat it in as quick of a time as possible. So this game, along with a couple others, kind of went on hiatus. And now we're back to continue on with the story. Now the question is, what are we doing? La 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 la. Guys, please tag me in chat and let's talk while I play. Let me know what's on your mind today. Now that we're back to Dragon Quest. Dark Magician, listen, the problem right now is that a whole bunch of stuff has come out shortly, right? And so we don't really know what to do. When there's a bunch of games that are all out at once, it's very hard to figure out which one should be the next one that you tackle. For me, we can play Slay the Spire 2. We can play Pokemon Pocopia. We can play Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green. We can play something else, right? There's a ton going on. And I'm okay with any of those. But it seemed like right now the one that would make the most sense would be Slay the Spire 2 because it's a huge game that's doing numbers right now. Now, we hadn't played this in a couple of weeks, so I wanted to come back to it, but we will likely check out Slay the Spire 2 tomorrow, and then we'll see how it goes. You know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I'm down to play, like, a classic Pokemon, but, you know, there's no real consensus right now. When you have a lot of options, right? That's the thing. Amber Heard's turd did a $2 super chat saying Pocopia is doing bigger numbers than Slay the Spire 2. You don't know that. There's no way you could know that because Nintendo does not release sales numbers. What we know is that right now, Slay the Spire 2 is doing between 300 to 500,000 simultaneous Steam players at all times. We have absolutely no clue how Pocopia is done yet. We won't know for a while till Nintendo actually releases sales numbers. So that's just a false narrative you're spreading. Spidey says this game has tons of post-game content. Will you do any of it? I don't know. That's really dependent on you guys. It's like I've said previous, right? Basically, if people show up, engage, and support with the game, I'll do content. I'll do as much as you want. Sadly, with this playthrough, it had been underperforming. It had been the one game that it was kind of the pleasure, the guilty pleasure. I liked playing it, so I kept going even though it wasn't doing well. Then all of a sudden, it was doing well. We were actually getting good support for it, too. So we got to see how today goes. Keep in mind, I haven't played this now in a week and a half, 2 weeks. And sadly, it looks like we have a slow start today. I do hope that it picks up and that things go well. We'll have to find out. Starboy, I'm not ignoring Kick Chat. No one's tagging me in Kick Chat. Take a look. No one in Kick Chat is talking to me. That's why I'm not responding. You have to tag me in chat, then I know what we're talking about. Finally some coffee. I need it bad. Amber Heard's turd with another $2 super chat says, I feel like you missed a major opportunity with Pocopia. Again, you say that, but we all watched the trailer together and agreed that day that it didn't look good. You know what I mean? Like, we all agreed together. We all said, yeah, after that, we're kind of, you know, we second-guessed what we wanted to do because we were going to play it. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm yawning and doing this today. I am drinking coffee. I had a bad night where I didn't get a lot of sleep. So I'm very tired today, but I'm doing my best to still stream for you guys and play some Dragon Quest. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to decompress my back. Hold on. Oh.
What the hell is this?
Okay. Felt a little better. All right. Okay, to the castle. Guys, if you're here and you are chilling and enjoying, please support the stream in some way. Best way and easiest way is just to like the stream if you're watching on YouTube. It's free, it gives engagement, it brings more people to the stream, so please do that if you haven't yet. Outside of that, please consider supporting the stream in some way. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, you can do a super chat. You can you can become a member. You can give some memberships to the community. All that would help tremendously. If you're on Kick, you could send some kicks, or you could become a sub or gift a sub. Or if you're watching, no matter where you are, you can actually send a tip via PayPal. If you're watching on demand, you could leave a super thanks on the video, or you could like the video and leave comments for engagement. All right. I'll be honest, we are 40 minutes into today's stream. It's not doing so well. It sucks because we were doing well when I was playing this before Resident Evil. Then I went on the break to play Resident Evil basically for a week. We come back, we have way less attendance and almost no support for the game. This blows because I really like the game and I want to keep playing it. I don't know how I'm going to play a lengthy JRPG if no one's here to support it. So that sucks. I mean, I hope that things turn around on the stream. We still do have about 3 hours left, but right now it ain't looking so good. So please support Dragon Quest if you like old school turn-based RPGs, chill vibes and fun. I would love to keep playing this game. Really. Chill Pickle says every game you play has chill vibes. This is nothing special. So Street Fighter is chill? Really? You think Street Fighter is a chill? You think when I play RimWorld and constantly there's a million things going on, a million moving parts, a million things I need to learn on the fly, that's chill? Really? You think Hollow Knight, with incredibly challenging boss fights and platforming, that's chill. Now, the point is, this is uniquely chill. We can talk, we can hang out. You notice no one's really doing that. Like, that's the problem. Everyone knows this is supposed to be a chill stream. We have only a small handful of people who are treating it as such. So, there's not much I can do about that. Okay? I need people to come by and hang out, and people were doing that before Resident Evil. But I can't make people come back because we were playing a prominent game everyone wanted to see me play. And that sucks. It might have killed this playthrough. I hope not. I hope things turn around today because I love this game, but I can't make people like a game. No matter how hard I try. Okay? Your Rose Diamond, you don't have to pay attention to these people. She says, I get the art style is turning people off. If you're not used to it, it can make it hard to make the mature parts of the story seriously. The game is as faithful as the art style as ever looked in game. The people who are complaining about the art style want me to play Pacopia. I want you to think about that for a second. It's not legit. It's just people complaining for the sake of complaining because they want to be whiny bitches on the internet and they don't have any bearing on anything. So just don't pay attention to them. If you didn't notice, I don't. Ian, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't think that the game is engaging, you must not like any turn-based RPGs. That's exactly what they're all like this. Okay, they really are. So guys, I don't know what to say. I'm going to be real with all of you. I like the game. I liked the game when I was playing it before, and it was an underperforming game, but today we've got like 20-something bucks of support, and I've been streaming since 11 a.m. Okay? It's not doing well. All right? At all. In any way. And I still got another 2 hours, 15 minutes on the stream, but yeah, this is not really working too well. It sucked because the last couple of streams of the game actually did really well. People were coming by and saying, hey, I like this game, please keep playing it, and they were supporting it. I don't know where those people are today. Okay, people were asking for this game in the last week. They were like, when are you bringing back Dragon Quest? And I said, next week, we're bringing it back. This sucks. I put a lot of effort already into it, over 20 hours. It sucks because I don't want to even consider dropping it, but how can I stream a game if I stream all day and there's 20 bucks of support? I can't. Okay, I'm just being real. I can't. It's terrible. So, if you like this game, I need you to support it today, please, okay? Let's go. Let's get some support right now. Let's get a sub. Let's get some kicks. Let's get a super chat, a tip, a membership. Can we get some support at all for Dragon Quest? Even if it's not a lot, a little helps. If a couple people give a little bit, it adds up. You understand? So let's go. No, like, I don't know what to say because, like I said, Originally, this playthrough was doing okay. All right, it wasn't doing great, but it wasn't doing terrible. It was doing okay. So I said, hey, I'll keep it in the rotation, right? Then that last couple of sessions, it actually did really good. Like, we were actually doing really good for support. Today, I mean, viewership is down. When we were playing it last, we had over 200 viewers. Now we barely have 170. Like, it's 175 right now, but we just had 150. It's going like this. Yeah, I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know what happened. Because I didn't play it for a week and a half because everyone wanted Resident Evil, which I think was the right decision to make, to play Resident Evil and beat it in the week. Now it seems like this playthrough's dead. What do you think, Jasper Kitty? I don't know. It sucks. I like it. Like I said, I like chilling and relaxing playing this game, but I need people to show up for it, and the people who want to chill aren't here. We got a Kick audience. The entire audience on Kick just sits here bitches the entire time about how they want other things like Pacopia, which, by the way, Pacopia is going to be a slow-paced, cutesy-looking game just like this, so they're just full of shit. They just say shit because they always want to be contrarian. If I were playing Pacopia right now, they would complain that Pacopia sucks and it's boring. So I don't listen to them because I'm not stupid. But the YouTube audience was the audience that was coming by and engaging and supporting this game. Right? So I don't know. You get all kinds of noise in the closet. That's awesome. Okay. Well, if people don't like me, then they probably shouldn't be on the fucking stream, which you're not anymore. Idiot. No, Rose Diamonds, I get it. Again, this is not me saying, oh, I'm so upset. You notice, I'm not upset. It's just, it's weird because this playthrough's been all over the place. Has it not? Concretely, you can see that. There's been times when it's been just doing okay, times when it's been doing great. Now it's like, I don't know what to do, right? So let's continue. We'll play for about another hour. Then I believe I'm going to take my break because I think my wife will be coming home. And let's just see how the stream does. Obviously, I hope that the stream's going to improve and do better than now. I mean, if we're at end today at $26 to support, yeah, that's going to be terrible. And I might not even play the game again, quite frankly. Not that I want to make that decision, but I got to do things people want. If we end the stream today at $26 to support, it means people don't want it anymore, you know? Which I don't understand because we had 2 amazing streams of this before. It's a game like this, sadly, I think can be killed by delay. And both this and Hollow Knight were delayed. Hollow Knight has been welcomed back, you know, wholeheartedly. People are very excited to see me finish the game. Okay. All right, are we ready? Let's resume. Let's resume. Let's see what happens. Hopefully things will go better. And if not, I guess we'll have to talk and figure it out. All right? Okay. Let's continue. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Dragon Quest VII Reimagined here on Dspgaming. Oh, let's see here. I received a $1.50 tip from Beaver Bother. This is your best playthrough so far this year. It's a shame a lot of viewers don't appreciate this. Here's what it is. And I've said this over the years, okay? I feel like the era of the classic turn-based RPGs was the 90s and 2000s, right? That's when these games were prominent. What's happened is in the last 15 plus years, all game devs decided, well, the new audience has ADD. They need action. They need button mashing. They need, you know, action combat at all times. I mean, let's be honest, even some of the biggest turn-based RPG franchises like Final Fantasy have literally become action-based button mashers. And that's sad, right? It really is. So because of that, now we have all an entire generation where it's like, well, there's no action. I don't understand. Well, that's not the point. The point of a game like this is a slow burn, right? Turn-based combat, relaxing, interacting, chilling, having a good time while you're playing the game. And I do believe that there are people who like that, but they're not my audience because, let's be honest, these games haven't been prominent in a while. So when I play one of them, it's few and far between, and then I do, and like, oh, I can't take it. I mean, the same thing happened last year with the game of the year, Clair Obscure Expedition 33. It was the game of the freaking year, and I couldn't get people excited or engaged for it when I was streaming it, you know? So it's rare. I think what happens is sometimes I get lucky, and we get that right audience for it. But now we give the game a break, and now it's not doing well today. Like, what can you do about that, right? Not much. Again, it's not that in general all my content is doing poorly. That's not true at all. Everything's doing good except this. So what can I do, right? So what can I do, right? Your Dabhands has nailed it too. He says, it was wild to me watching it back. Even Resident Evil dropped off in support towards the end. You're right, it was the last 2 streams. People don't have an attention span for even good things these days. It's tough. Yeah, like people were yelling at me, saying, you should have beaten Resident Evil in 2 days. I'm like, so you wanted me to rush through it, not take my time, not balance with other games, just throw everything else away to play Resident Evil for 2 days? And everyone's like, well, yeah, that's what every streamer does. Just throw everything else away. Fuck it. Nothing matters because Resident Evil's out. Maybe we won't even go back to anything. Because that's the other problem is, again, look what happens when you put something on the back burner for a bit. And in this case, it was only about a week, right? That we didn't play. A week and a half we didn't play this. Can you imagine if it was longer than that? What if 3 new games had come out? So we play all those nonstop and then we try to go back to this. Who's going to show up for it, right? There you go. Rose Diamond says, the Octopath series, Persona, Expedition 33, they've all done a great job of reviving turn-based RPGs in the last decade, but it's still pretty niche to a broad gaming audience as a whole. Yeah, I would argue the games do well selling and playing, but not for like an audience, right? Like, I'm just doing my best, and I'm playing this just like I do all the other games, and it's funny. Hollow Knight, doing great. RimWorld, doing great. Street Fighter, doing great. So it's not that people don't like the content, it's that they don't like the game, I guess. You know, I don't know what else to say.
Pathetic.
Broughton, you're right. I'm a variety guy. He says, a lot of people marathon the new games to play them. Right. He says, so you can see it faster other places. So number one, you're seeing someone who's literally just sitting there nonstop playing the game, which means they're not going to play it well. They're going to get burnt out, right? The quality of the playthrough probably isn't that great, but that's okay because they're popular, right? And that's the point I've been trying to make to people, is that when you compare me to others, you're comparing me to people who are 10 times my size, right? I'm never going to be someone who gets views just because I'm popular. I have to do something different. I have to try to make quality content. That's how I've survived 18 years. So how do I make quality content? By pacing myself, by doing variety so I have more than one audience, by all the things that I do that make it work. But sadly, I just can't make every single game work. I just can't. I try to make certain games appeal. I try to play them well, pace myself. I can't just rush through every game. Can you imagine if I tried to play this and rush through it? It would still have been a week and a half, and I would have lost the entire audience. Everyone's saying, you played Dragon Quest for a week and a half? What are you, insane? You know? You can't. The reason I have longevity is because I do things differently, because I'm not a virally popular guy, so I have to do things different. It just sucks that I can't convince people to like certain games. I've tried, you know? I don't know what else to say. Bobby Bo, who cares? Why would you even come to my chat and ask me that? He goes, did you hear LTG got caught saying he wants to hit a kid in a chat room game? What? What are you talking about? I'm taking a look. Hold on, let's see. What's the name of this stream? It's called Dspgaming. We are playing Dragon Quest VII. What does it have to do with LTG? Good, now I'm away from that annoying fucking bitch of a kid who I would have slapped in real fucking life if they talked to me like that. Titan Knight Slap says, how's kick support been lately? Not good. Kick support's been slow because some of the regulars who used to come by and support all the time haven't been around for whatever reason. Or, like, for example, the 2 biggest regulars, I'd say, would be Lance Catamaran and Stepdad, right? But there were others. There used to be others, and they just haven't been around. Now the question, you know, begs itself, were they sock accounts of somebody else? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. You never know with this stuff, right? Maybe it was. But in general, it hasn't been great on Kick, at all. It's been kind of slow, but at the same time, it's not terrible either. It's not like the worst, no point in streaming there. It's been all right. So, in general, definitely it's this game right now that's killing it. Like there's been support for the other games I'm playing, definitely not for this. Okay. The Block, thank you for a $5 super chat, man. Finally, some support. I appreciate it. That gets us to $50 of support so far for Dragon Quest today. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Can we keep it going? Let's go. Let's support old school JRPGs. Okay. Okay. Who do I think could beat GoldenEye faster, me or a Petri dish of brain cells? I guess it would depend on who knows the controls. If the Petri dish knows the controls, it probably would beat me soon. Or beat me It would probably beat the game faster than me. Excuse me. I said it backwards.
This is insane. What the?
Because that's why I didn't know how to play it. I didn't understand the controls at all. I jumped right in. The controls were insanely not intuitive.
How do I fire my
It was the thumbstick moves you forward, back, left, right in every direction, which no game does in the modern era. The firing was left trigger. Figure that out. Every game right trigger is fire, but it was left trigger. So the controls are just bizarre. If I had played GoldenEye in the 90s and that was the control scheme on the N64, then maybe I would have understood it. But I didn't know what the hell was going on.
There's a Z button on here?
Pretty simple. It wasn't meant to be a serious, attempt to play the game. It was just messing around with classics during a marathon when I was drinking and being silly. But you notice no one will mention that when they highlight my clip and say, oh, he sucks at GoldenEye. Yeah, I do. Who cares? Certainly not me, or I would have actually researched the controls and tried, right? But I don't give a fuck. It was a silly marathon. That was the whole point. It was entertaining to see me die to the first guy. Everyone enjoyed it. Hence, everyone who thinks that they have a point has none. Which is why I don't care what these idiots say on the fucking internet. Let the Petri dish be better than me at GoldenEye. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Stepdad, how you doing? Welcome to the stream and thank you for 500 kicks. He says, hello friends, hope to find everyone doing well this afternoon. Thank you so much, Stepdad. Good to see you. Let's get you manually in animation for the kicks. Hold on. Here we go. Thank you for that. That's only our second kicks of the stream. So I appreciate that very much, sir. Thank you. Okay. Dark Magician, if your super chats aren't working, it's a you problem. You realize that, right? Like, we already have people who have super chatted today. So it sounds like there's a problem on your end. There's nothing I can do about that. So listen, thank you to both Jack of Flames, The Block, Stepdad, and Princess Luna. All of you just supported the stream in the last hour, and I really appreciate it. We got an hour left, and we can get some more support. The playthrough will be doing all right again. You understand? We were at $20 for like 2.5, 3 hours. Now we're at least at 50. Can we get, some more support, please, for Dragon Quest today? All right, let's go. If you like turn-based playthroughs, chill vibes, please support the stream. When I come back, I like to do some shout-outs and then continue with the dungeon for an hour, okay? But in the meantime, enjoy some highlight clips, and I will see you guys in a few minutes, okay? Hour of Dragon Quest. I'm feeling pretty crappy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a lot of pain right now. I just went for a walk with my wife, like I tell you guys we do when we go on break. And I'm like, oh my God. My leg is feeling like crap. My back hurts. Son of a bitch. So, but I'm good. I'm here. It's not like I have a strenuous job or anything. Ugh. Okay, so we will have one more hour of Dragon Quest. We'll do this dungeon, right? That'll be cool. And hopefully we'll unlock some new levels of our new jobs and stuff for the next hour. Please, if you are here right now live, number one, please give the stream a like if you're on YouTube. That helps a lot. Number two, please consider supporting the playthrough. Right now, we're at $50 of support for the entire stream. Yes, obviously, I would like to do better than that by the end of the stream. So if you like chill vibes, turn-based RPGs, please support the stream. Hey, if you just like my content and me as a person, please support the stream. I get it. This isn't for everyone, but this actually was doing very well before the break. Then went on break for a week and a half to play Resident Evil. It sucks that now it seems like it's fallen off, but I want to keep it in the rotation, so please support the stream if you can. All right, let's go. To some shout-outs for some nice positive support. Now, in the meantime, let's continue with the dungeon. Here we go. Once again, guys, if you like turn-based RPGs, the classic chill vibes, please support today's stream. Sadly, the return stream has not had a great return for support. I'd say I'm having a good time with the game, but, you know, sadly, it looks like we lost a whole lot of the people who were supporting before I went on break to play Resident Evil, so it'll be great to get some support today if you can. Thank you in advance to anyone who does. La, la, la. I'm ignoring all nonsense in the kick chat. I'll just say this, though. It's funny how you guys changed the narrative completely. You do realize that it was Wings who called me in the middle of the night, right? You know that, right? Like, I just happened to see him streaming. I joined the stream. I was trying to save him from people who were trolling him and saying the N-word on his stream, and then he called me. But you all say, oh, you called Wings in the middle of the night. You just changed the narrative to be whatever you want. You really do. F13, yeah, I said I wanted to chat with him, you know, so that he had something to do on his stream other than hang out with two trolls. And then he called me. I didn't say, can we do a Discord call? I said, you want to chat a little bit, you know, about what's going on? That's what I offered. So, again, you want to change the narrative to whatever you want. You're an idiot.
Right.
That was easy.
Rose Diamond says, I enjoyed this. Sad it's not doing as well as before. I hope you find time to play it, even though it's not on stream anymore after today. Now, it sucks. Like, again, this was doing... At first, it wasn't doing so well, admittedly. It was doing, like for example, the stream was making, like, around $100, 80 to $100. And I was like, I'm disappointed with that, but I'm willing to keep it in the rotation as the game that doesn't do well because I love these RPGs and I want to play this game, right? Then, all of a sudden, it started doing better and actually was getting... like 150 plus a stream. And I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting that at all. I never thought it would get to that level. And then I had to stop playing it for a week and a half to play Resident Evil. And now look at where we're at, $60. So yeah, awful. And it's not good news. I don't want to really give up on it, but if we have another dead stream, I don't think we can keep playing it. It sucks. I don't want to drop the game. How can I have a stream where I'm making so little when every other game I'm playing is doing well? You know what I mean? Like, again, it's not a case where, oh, well, things just aren't going good right now, Phil. No, they are. They're going well. Just this game. This is it. It's the one game that doesn't do well. I don't get it. Yeah, well, Zelocity goes, the momentum's broken. The game was on hold too long. Yeah, except if I didn't play Resident Evil the way I did, everyone would have complained that Resident Evil took too long. And that's why the playthrough didn't do well, Phil, because we don't want to show up because everyone else already beat it. So there's no way to win. Like, literally, there's no way to win and do it the proper way, because there's no proper way to do it. You get it? When you're a variety creator like me, you basically just gotta, you know, try to juggle as best you can, and you can't always do it perfectly. You know what I mean? Like, there is no ideal way. Well, thank you. Rose Diamond says, I think that playing Resident Evil 9 like you did was the right call. Just sucks that, you know, not other games are you know, floundering because of it. You're right. It sucks. Well, guys, final, you know, 15 or so minutes of the stream. We'll see what we can squeeze in at the end here. And again, if you did enjoy it, if you could support it last minute, that would be great. But I'm not really expecting anything. All right. So, everyone, thank you for a great Dragon Quest stream. Despite the fact that, sadly, the support did slow down this time. All right. I still like the game. And we're going to do another stream of it later in the week. Now, I'm hoping, I mean, being transparent here for those watching on demand, too, yeah, I'm hoping that things pick up. Things were actually getting really good for this game. And now all of a sudden, you know, we're back down to half of what it was before. That sucks. So, hopefully things will pick up next time. If you're watching, you can make it next time. Please do and support the stream. Thanks for watching Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. See you next time. Okay. And so, thank you everyone for chilling. Thanks to those who did support. I appreciate you. I do hope that we can do better next time. Seriously, I hope so. But I guess we'll see what happens. So I'm okay if a stream doesn't hit the arbitrary amount that used to be my goal. None of this is a big deal. All you got to do is tune into the content to find that out, but no one will do that. Instead, they just want to watch the out-of-context Detractor clip that edits things together to make it seem like that's the case when it's not.